Last time I looked at fan favourite Doctors David Tennant and Tom Baker. While many hold their tenures in high regard, I find myself more selective with their stories. There are some I enjoy, but plenty I could skip. The next era is much the same for me, though the number of stories I'd willingly revisit shrinks even further. Even when watching the entire run, there are episodes I'd just as soon pass over. Welcome to the Snake Pit, where we're full of bile and venom. I'm Snake Demon, and today I'm going to explore how the series continues to echo its past, both on and off the screen. This era marks a return to an almost family-like dynamic in the TARDIS, despite the fact that past seasons had learned the hard way that a cluttered TARDIS rarely works. The problem with having so many companions is that unless they're vital to the plot, they often end up sidelined or written out, similar to the Dr. Light episodes from a few years back. This approach doesn't play to the show's strengths, and honestly, the companions themselves. Oh my God, they're not my favorite, and for good reason. The Doctor usually surrounds himself with the best, but these companions fall well short of that in both incarnations. For the youngest Doctors from both eras, the burden of living up to their predecessors was immense, and in my opinion both faltered, largely because of the overabundance of companions that bogged down their tenures, at least until later in their runs. A lot of this Doctor's early episodes focus on the character trying to find himself, which is standard for regeneration stories. However, this was also a period of significant transition for the show due to a leadership handover from the prior season. This shake-up behind the scenes contributed to the sense of an entirely new beginning for the series. The stories during this time took on an almost fairy tale, family-friendly tone, but there was a distinctly darker undercurrent that grew as the series progressed. This Doctor's era also marked a significant milestone with the celebration of a major anniversary, adding another layer of weight to these episodes. Once again, we saw the reintroduction of classic villains, but unlike most fans, I despise the redesigns, something I'll delve into in another video. The Silurians' return was particularly disappointing, though their reappearance was welcome in theory. This era also saw the revival of villains from other tenures, like the Second Doctor's Ice Warriors and the Great Intelligence. During this time, the show's viewing figures started to decline, but eventually stabilized, suggesting that while the era had its flaws, it still managed to maintain a loyal audience. But would this continue? We'll find out next time. Until then, I'm Snake Demon, and this has been the Snake Pit. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell, like the video, and leave your opinions in the comments, where I won't read them.